This is incredible. I'm getting it.
You're getting what?
A stock.
What stock?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. We're going to go over the watch list, and I'm going to tell you what plays I'm looking at for the month and for the next few months, of course, and for the next week. It's going to be a shorter week, but I'm excited because it's going to be very interesting to see what happens once President Trump takes the seat at the White House. All right, so a lot of people have been asking me about AITX. Wait for it to come down to the bottom. The bottom is very obvious, very clear. Let me go to the weekly. There it is. There's the bottom. It's anyone telling you can't time bottoms, absolutely lying to you. There's the bottom down there. Buy it at 0026 is where I'm looking to add. Wait for it. It'll come down. Too many people, they get excited like, oh no, it's never going to come back down for you. They say that every single time. I don't know how they like to be wrong. Like they like being wrong every time just to be right one day, which is pathetic. Like they just want to say to me, "See, you were wrong," even though I've been right like this entire time. Like they're just so pathetic. Come on, man, get real. So here you can see the stock bounced, and people got excited. See, shades, it wasn't gonna come back down to the bottom, and then it did anyways. So it's gonna come down. You got to be patient, disciplined. Let it come down to 0026 and load up for the next pump. You can make a lot of money abusing the bottom on stocks like this. All right, let's move on to the next one. Someone wanted me to talk about edible at EDBL. Crossovers on the way. There's resistance here at 30 cents. Has to break 30 cents to go to 35. This smells like a pump and dump, and it's already down 4% in post market. I don't trust this one. I wouldn't play it. I think there's better stocks to play. This one just screams pump and dump. Like I feel like there's some pumpers in this one. But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't play it personally. But there's your levels if you want to take the risk. I wouldn't take a risk on this one. Yeah, I would not take a risk on this one. Yeah, I would not take a risk on that one. Who would? This is terrible. I mean, play the breakout, but that's about it. Not for me. Coinbase, no, don't care about that one right now. Nio is underneath that weighted moving average. It just caught a crossover, but we have the new administration coming in, and Nio is a Chinese stock, if I recall. So, President Trump might not play nice with China, and if it does, great. We should see this pump, but I think there's better stocks out there to play right now. ARGB. Nah, it's a look. Here's the bottom, very clear bottom down here. And why would I buy up here at 105? That just doesn't make sense. So, and someone in my Discord, he's Australian. Let me see if I can find it here. A lot of you in the Discord have very different goals and account sizes. To top it off, a lot of you are from different countries, so message me for tailored alerts. Hey mate, just got back from the night shift. I flipped ARGB at 105, like you said. A win, you're a legend. Just wanted to thank you. Let me know if you have any other ideas. It's hard for me because of the time difference. He's from Australia. And the 12-hour shift. But when I get my days off, I'm keen to catch up. I know you're busy. Talk soon, Cobber. And then I was like, did this guy just insult me? And we kind of just had a good laugh about it. A cobber is a friend, a mate, colloquial term. I don't know anything about Aussies or how they talk. So I was like, did this guy just insult me, calling me a cobber? But no, we just kind of joked around. We like to joke around and have fun. But as you can see, I gave one of the Australians in my Discord, which is like weird. Like, wait, Australians watch me? Australians are joining my Discord, and I'm like, well, what the hell? We have like a huge time zone difference. So I have to kind of make like custom game plans for them. And I told that guy, I'm like, buy it down here nice and cheap, and then when it goes to 105, take your $50, $80 or whatever, and because he has a small account, I believe, and be happy with that, and we'll rinse and repeat. So why would we buy up here? You want to be liquidity for him? Sure, go for it. He'll dump it on your head. So it's not a buy. You buy it down here when it's at the bottom. So that's why I'm saying don't buy that one. B-Hat. Now this one, I've been telling people, hey, this one can pump huge. This one can go. It's in a tight range right now. Crossover might happen as well. Tight range. If it breaks out, If it breaks out, it can go and close this gap, and you can make about 25 to 100%. The risk is it drops like a hotcake. That's the risk, so you kind of have to be careful with that one. Like, high risk, high reward. So there you go for the degenerates who want to take a huge risk on this one. People keep asking me, "Are you going to play this?" No. Why would I do that? I'll just wait for AITX to go to that very obvious and clear bottom and load up. Why would I? Why would I? Yeah, no. I like to go for high quality, not gambling. This is gambling here. I don't trust this. And I know for a fact there's a lot of pump and dumpers in this one. And they want their bags out. So if it pumps, you better be ready to take profit, my friends. But that's a good one. Like if it goes, a lot of money to be made. Stop loss, you would want to have it at 0.056. 0.056 would be your stop loss. This video is going to be too long if I continue here. Palantir about to cross over. We'll see what happens when the new administration comes in, but that one might move on. Yeah, this one should move technically on Tuesday, but we'll see what Trump brings to the table. UEC is again, we got to wait till after the 20th to see what happens, how the market reacts, and all those executive orders or whatever, but this one is a buy. It's right at 200 weighted moving average. Anytime it's there or underneath it, it's a buy, and then it runs huge back to $8. So it's this one I'm buying actually after the 20th. I want to see what happens on the 21st and how the market reacts to Trump taking a seat at the White House. So yeah, uranium absolutely a buy. Nvidia is just waiting. It's just waiting. It's been waiting since November, just waiting, going sideways. So yeah, this one we bought and we flipped, and I'm still holding some shares. So I'm just waiting for just like everyone else. I'm waiting for Trump, and let's see if we get a huge pump to 150 plus, and then I can make my money. So I sold some for a flip. Because if you join the Discord, as soon as you join, my goal is to make you $25 so that the membership is free. And Nvidia flipping that one is easy $25 you'll ever make with little risk, especially if you're buying down here at the bottom. So I'm gonna load more if we start pumping. If the Trump pump is coming, sure, I'm loading. I'll add a lot because I have not been adding huge. I've been adding like 5-10 shares at a time because I'm like, let's wait until the new guy gets in the office and let's see how we move. If we continue the bull run, I'm adding huge on Nvidia. Tesla, as you can see, right at the end of a wedge. So volatile move coming. It teased it. Look at this. It teased a breakout and then they pushed it end of day all the way down and still stayed inside that wedge. So it's almost like we're waiting. Again, we're waiting on something big to happen, and it's coming. It's coming. It's coming on the 20th. So I would wait and see if, you could, if you want to be a degenerate, play calls or puts, or maybe a call in a put and see which direction it moves, and then close the one that's that's not, close whichever one is moving in the opposite direction of the share price, basically. It caught a crossover, and I remember seeing this crossover, and I thought to myself, man, I kind of want to be a degenerate and buy calls here. But I just knew, like, no, let's just play it safe. So I didn't buy calls, and if I had bought calls, I probably would have gotten screwed here because it did go up and then come down. So I would have gotten probably would have lost money. So it was probably for the best to stay away. So Tesla, if you want to be a degenerate, there's a call or puts play right there, or buy one of each and see which direction you get, and then close the one that's not going to be the moneymaker. RXRX, what is this one? This one's at the bottom, RXRX. I don't know anything about it. It's at the bottom if anyone wants to buy it. That's it. It's at the bottom. I don't know what to tell you. It's at the bottom and loves to have plenty of pumps. So, very clear, obvious bottom. Maybe it's very abusable. Not a bad idea to trade this one. I don't know anything about the company, so I'm not going to, like I said, I'm going to stick to the one that I know, which is AITX. Sometimes all you need is just one. Domino's Pizza, look at that very clear bottom down here. People love it under 400. And if you bought at 400, it pumped to 427. So you could have bought calls or shares. It doesn't matter. You would have made money. You'd be in the green right now. So you just wait for the bottom again. We'll see if it comes down. But like I said, you can't time the bottom on stocks if it has a very clear and obvious bottom. Again, another bottom. I'm pretty sure this is a. Oh no, this is a wedge, not a bottom. This is a wedge. If this wedge breaks out, it can move like 20 to 50%. But yeah, as I said, the market is just waiting for Trump. So a lot of stocks are just kind of sitting there, in a wedge, just sitting there. So let's just. I don't be very careful if you're going to play Aller, but a good risk to reward if it does break out. If it breaks out, take the profit. If it breaks down, take the small loss and move on. Mags, don't care for that right now. Kit, no. Tilray forming a bottom down here at 114 to 117, barely holding on. So again, it's going sideways here. So again, it feels like we're waiting for the new administration. QQQ, SoFi, like a lot of these stocks and their movement is going to depend entirely on what happens on Tuesday. Because we have Monday the stock market is closed. Well, at least over here. I don't know about everyone else. KGC, don't care. Riot stock overvalued. I would wait for it to come down to at least a 200 weighted moving average. Yeah, wait for the weighted moving average. QTUM, no, wait, it's way above its moving average. Lulu at a bottom, but I don't trust it, so I wouldn't bother with that one. Don't care. Trug has a clear bottom down here at around 35 to 40. So you know what to do. Very clear bottom. If you want to abuse it, buy down here, accumulate it. Next pump, take profit, rinse and repeat. GameStop has a very clear bottom down here at around 18 to 21. You got to give it time and wait for it to come down nice and cheap so you can flip it for like 50 to 30. No, 50? Is it 50? No, 25 to 50% when it goes to $30 from 20. Like it pumps to 60, comes back to 20. Pumps to 40, comes back to 20. Pumps again, and it always comes back down. So just wait. Like I'm waiting. I'm not going to buy up here. Screw that. I want it nice and cheap. APOD, don't care for that one. Don't care for AI. ASTS looks like it wants to go lower, so don't care. Another wheat stock, don't care for that one. This one's bleeding. VRAR, don't care for it right now. TSM, don't care. Silver in a wedge. Surprise, surprise, it's inside of it and has not broken out or to either side. So we're just waiting. Soundhound and Stag is a buy if you have a big account. Just collect the dividends as it goes down, and then when it pumps back up above the 200 weighted moving average, you're getting paid to hold it, and you're also going to get paid when it eventually comes back to 35 plus. So that's a good one if you have a big account. Soundhound, waiting for it to come down to the 200 weighted moving average or the crossover, none of which are anywhere near to happening. So gonna have to be patient and wait for that one. Trump Media, don't care for that one. Reyes, don't care. Sybil, I already bought in, and I'm looking to add some more if it does come down to the weighted moving average. Very clear bottom as well. So we got like a combination of very clear bottom and a weighted moving average as well, where it bounced off of twice. So you can see the indicators are lining up. I think we're getting a crossover in the weekly maybe in the future, which would lead to a huge pump. So a lot lining up for this one for a huge pump. That one I'm in. Like this is I'm gonna abuse the bottom of that. Why wouldn't I? Don't care. Don't care. BBAI, don't care. Don't care about INQ. When I say I don't care, I literally mean I don't care because it's bleeding. Color, I don't care about this one. It's bleeding. Like it hasn't gone anywhere. It's just going sideways and bleeding. So I don't care for it right now. We need a crossover or get close to the 200 weighted moving average. Don't care. Don't care. RB, don't care. Rigatoni might be a buy and maybe set a limit order at 650 and scoop some shares there if it does come down that low again. Looks like that's the bottom. And the 200 weighted moving average is getting close to it, so we'll see what happens. Bitcoin, don't care. Bitcoin would have to come back down to the weighted average, to the 200 weighted moving average for me to buy via the ARKB or Riot stock exposure. Yeah, anytime it's close to that line, it's a buy. Just buy when it gets to the 200 weighted moving average, and as you can see, If you bought here back at 63, it ran to what, 112, 111. So like sometimes people just don't. You can make a lot of money just buying at an arbitrary line, but most people don't have that patience to wait for it to come back down to that line. And people will lie to you and tell you it's never going to come back down, but it came back down here, and then it came down here, and then it came here as well. It always comes back. It always comes back. Oh, huge run, always comes back. So it's just people don't have patience and discipline. They'll lie to you and tell you it's never going to come back down, but it does. It's people are just weird or stupid. I don't get it. Like the market doesn't care what you think or I think. It doesn't. It's going to do what it wants, and if it comes down to that weighted moving average, that 200, I'm buying, not questioning the market. I'm just going to buy. And then when it runs again, I'm going to make money. That's all there is to it. I'll see you guys in the next one.